Such a calming vista, yes. The sound of waves lapping at the shore always used to bring Milagi peace. But now, Milagi feels like he may jump out of his fur. Fear ripples through Milagi as if he faces battle again. This one believes so. Milagi was beginning to feel strong. He planned to return to his family in Riemann. Then, at dinner one evening, Milagi could not catch his breath. His heart pounded, his vision darkened. Only Mender Roslin could calm him. Mender Roslin is a master of alchemical remedies. She mixed a powder into Milagi's tea that calmed the storm. Yesterday, Roslin told this one she might have a cure for his sickness, a new potion that looked promising. But she has disappeared.
But we might find something in there we can use.
You've made your thoughts clear. No one enters the dispensary. The Society of the Steadfast wishes to bring peace to Tamriel through understanding. I can do my part by effectively running this hospice. Lord Bacaro put me in charge, and I shall not let him down.
Maybe you heard. My talk with Master Healer Viralane was unproductive. He always sticks to procedure. No sense of urgency with that one. Well, how did you fare? Learn anything from the patients? Everyone respects Mender Roslin. She's got a rare combination of kindness and skill. And between you and me, she plays a strong game of cards. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Where could she be? Strange that this affliction shows up at the same time people start disappearing. I don't believe in coincidences. Why didn't Viralane tell me about this? Sure, I'm not a member of the Society, but still. Anything else? Then we need to get into the dispensary. That's where Rosalind worked. Viralane has a key, and so does Mender Aldvar. Get the dispensary key from one of them, and go take a look around. I'll keep watch while you're inside. Try flattery, if you're good with words. If you can impress him with some alchemy, he might trust you. Or maybe mention you're searching for Mender Roslin. Those two are close. Nothing untoward, I don't think. But they've worked together a long time. Roslin told me once that Viralane personally chose her to join the Society of the Steadfast. He respects alchemists, and there are few better than Mender Roslin. I guess you could pick the lock, but you didn't hear me suggest that. Supposedly, I'm the security here. This affliction keeps the Menders busy, so I doubt you'll be noticed. Just don't break the door. We can't let patients take what they want. Well, I've never seen a lazier Mender. I bet you can find him asleep on the docks. Now, I'd never suggest you steal the key from his pack, but if it fell out and you picked it up. Yeah, and I have no idea why. Aldvar doesn't offer much to her. No real strength in herbalism or alchemy that I've seen. I might be too hard on him. He does get along well with all the patients. Perhaps Roslin has a soft spot for the mediocre.
Good day, stranger. Did I just see you speaking with my friend Armin? He's one of our most noteworthy successors at Steadfast Manor, or so I believe. How can I help you? Terrible shame. Roslin was one of our best healers, incredibly talented. Her loss has really made things hard around here. But we're doing the best we can. What can I do to help? I'm afraid that's out of the question. I'm sure you have good intentions, but our dispensary is full of sensitive, even dangerous materials. It's imperative nothing there be disturbed. Lives depend on it. Look, I appreciate your concern, I really do. Rosalind's absence impedes our work here. Unfortunately, I can't simply allow anyone to just muck about in the dispensary, especially an unknown adventurer. Now I must get back to work. Thank you. Good luck with your investigation. I know Armin is concerned about the unusual symptoms showing up among the patients, but the wounds of war take many forms. Those that a soldier carries in his mind may not surface for years.
Sorry, Mender. It's closed for cleaning. Don't worry, I'll let you know when it's open again. Shouldn't be long. Hey, you almost done in there? I can't keep this up forever. Ah, there you are. Find anything? I can't believe that Mender fell for the old closed for cleaning line. Well, did you find anything? Can I see it? This is Rosalind's, all right. An illness related to vampirism? I might not have any more book learning than you need to swing a sword, but I think I would have noticed a vampire hanging around. What's going on here? I can see that. And look, here's something about harpy feathers. If Rosalind went looking for harpy nests, maybe we should too. She says the nests are nearby. Shouldn't be hard to find. Beware of the harpies. They can be vicious. I'd go with you, but I don't dare leave the patients alone with the Menders, or with each other. Not if they're fighting off some kind of vampire sickness. The dream of the Society of the Steadfast is a noble one. Soldiers removed from the battlefield can learn to lose the hate they feel for the enemy. But somehow, I doubt that good wishes alone will stop our leaders from seeking the Ruby Throne.
Hello? Please help me! You're not Virlaine. My name is Seraphine. I am what you see, although I long to be free of this curse. What are you doing in this awful place? Roslyn? She tried to free me, but Virlaine returned and overpowered her. This is his laboratory. He experiments on me, hoping he can use my blood to heal the wounded. It's madness. I'm afraid he drugged Roslyn with my blood. My blood, my strain of this curse, induces deep dreaming. When I bite someone, they later fall into a deep sleep with horrific nightmares. A concentrated dose of my blood has the same effect immediately. I hate what my hunger does. She sleeps in the next chamber, but soon she'll awake with my curse. There's a vial of my blood in the laboratory across the hall. We can use it to create an antidote. Release me, please? Thank you. I need a moment to recover my strength. Virlaine's notes are in the laboratory if you need help with the antidote. I'll meet you at Roslyn's side. I haven't fed in a long time, and I shouldn't be alone with her.
Ugh, my head. Who are you? Did Seraphine send you? Who are you, stranger? And where am I? What's happened? Virlaine? Surely you're joking. Why would... Wait, it's coming back to me. I was looking for harpy feathers in the forest, but a blood fiend attacked me. I fled into this cave and I found Seraphine here in a cage, but then... Oh, my head. That's horrible. No wonder I noticed traces of vampirism. Yes, vampire blood can speed recovery, but it's very risky. I know Virlaine thought our methods were slow, but still. We must confront him. Together, if Seraphine's willing. Oh, thank you. My mind is a little foggy yet. We should head back immediately. I have to check on my patients, and perhaps add Seraphine to them. I think I can cure her if that's what she wants. With all that's happened, I can only hope my patients are going to be all right. I won't lie. It's not easy. But there are alchemical methods that have proved effective in the past. It really comes down to the vampire in question. Does she want to be cured? I think the answer in Seraphine's case is yes. If you're asking if I will fully recover, then... I don't know. I need to study the potion Viorlane fed us. I hope so. Mentally? This betrayal stings. I trusted Alexis Viorlane. We both swore to heal the sick, not make them worse.
I'm so glad it worked. Is she going to be all right? At least I finally did something good with this curse of mine. I hope she takes down that monster Viorlane and makes him pay for all this. Oh, I'm so angry I could rip his throat out. No, that's my curse, not me. I need to end this somehow. Of course I'll help. Anything to bring that monster down. Even if it means allowing others to see what I am. All right, I'll make my way there. Sometimes Viorlane said that the mere sight of my eyes unnerved him. Well, he's seen nothing yet. Rosalind, right? I am so sorry about this. If I hadn't been so weak, I would have...
Everything's going to be fine. Come to the manor. Perhaps I can help you.
Help me? I'm cursed. There's nothing to be done.
There are things we can try. Let's talk on the way. We should go back to Steadfast Manor. I'm anxious to have some words with Master Healer Viorlane, and make him explain exactly what he thought he was doing with those poor souls in our care.
The idea that the monster who tormented me over these last few months presents himself to the world as a healer is... infuriating. I am ready to face Viorlane when you are.
I had to do it, Rosalind. It was the only way to guarantee their recovery.
You were poisoning them, Alexis. Look around you.
Oh, I suppose you're here to fling more baseless accusations at me, too. Who are you to speak against me? What do you know of the work I do here? Such smugness. You may get rid of me, but doing so will spell doom for dozens of those poor souls out there. My methods were unconventional, yes, but they would have worked. The regrettable means to a greater end. The vampire will live forever, but those people outside won't. If one suffers so that many more can go on to lead full lives, what of it? I could have saved hundreds, no, thousands more. In time, I would have perfected it. In time, it would have been safe.
Maybe you heard.
Sometimes we have
My
to
talk
make
with
hard
Master Healer
How can you not
Viorlane
understand?
was
I'm
unproductive.
done talking. Do what you
Always
will with
sticks
me,
to
but I'll be
procedure.
proven right.
This is a mess.
I imagine the Ascendant Order ruffians loitering outside had something to do with that. Let's look around. No sign of Dockmaster Arnaud, yet plenty of evidence that something is amiss. Take a look around, please. See if you can find any clues as to where our absent Dockmaster might have gotten to.
Looks like someone left in a hurry. Guilty conscience, maybe? Better take a look around.
Someone planning to depart doesn't set a meal on the table. A few drops of dried blood. A scuffle, but not a murder. The Ascendant Magus did bribe the Dockmaster, just as Captain Colleen said. Nothing packed, food left on the table, and signs of a recent scuffle. I think it's safe to say Dockmaster Arnaud found that his Ascendant Order friends weren't entirely satisfied with their arrangement. They've obviously spirited him away. The Dockmaster ignored the wishes of the Ascendant Magus. Captain Colleen saw Arnaud collect another payment at the lock. I suspect he got greedy, and once he proved he wouldn't stay bribed, well, he became a liability. The Ascendant Order's throwing around a lot of coin on High Isle. If we follow the gold, we'll find someone with wealth and local influence behind this. Another clue that a High Isle noble is involved. Perhaps they want to keep the war going. Profit, of course. That's what it always comes down to. Lord Bacaro should be able to tell us which nobles stand to lose if the war ends. Go to Steadfast Manor, northwest of the city. I'll have Jakarn look for the Dockmaster and then meet you there. Almost certainly. As I said, we must be careful about whom we trust. It is a concern, but it can also work to our advantage. Gold only buys loyalty for so long, and I suspect our adversaries are not as organized as they appear. We know their opening move didn't go as planned. They were interrogating the captains to try to find the missing alliance leaders. Now they've taken the Dockmaster, who would have been more useful to them where he was. They don't trust each other. I doubted. If Dockmaster Arnaud knew where the alliance leaders were, he would have happily sold that information to the Ascendant Magus in exchange for his freedom. We know he didn't because the Order is still looking for them. I suspect the Order wants power, not peace. When the throne is vacant, your prospects of becoming Emperor suddenly seem a good deal more promising. That sort of prize might tempt a noble with just the right mix of ambition, gold, and imagination. Lord Bacaro worked diligently to bring the peace talks to High Isle. Not everyone thought that was a good idea. I'm curious as to who opposed him and why. Better yet, he won't voice suspicions without good cause. We can rely on his discretion.
I want to help, Lady Arabelle, but I'm concerned for the safety of my retainers.
My associate might be able to help in that regard, Lord Bacaro.
Lady Arabelle asks about the nobility, while 2 of my retainers are missing. The Society of the Steadfast will do whatever is necessary to keep its people safe. She mentioned the Ascendant Order might be involved. Do you think that's possible? Yes, I understand that you and Lady Arabelle have tangled with these brigands before. They claim to be knights, but they have no honor. Will you do as Lady Arabelle suggested and look for my retainers? I would consider it a personal favor. I sent Grenier and Denise to retrieve a shipment from the Navir docks, but I expected them back ages ago. They were traveling the road to the south. I just pray no evil befell them. The supplies we can lose, but good people are irreplaceable. Thank you, my friend. I'll confer with Lady Arabelle while we await your return. I'll tell her everything I know about the nobility of High Isle, if she really thinks that will help. I knew peace would be hard to achieve, but I never expected a war.
Do be careful out there, my dear. If the Order can strike out at a benevolent association such as the Steadfast, then no one is safe from these villains. Meanwhile, I'll discuss matters with Lord Bacaro. See if we can narrow our list of suspects.
You return alone. I take it the news is not good. Grenier and Denise were not just retainers. They were friends. The Steadfast shall miss them, and so shall I. Please, tell me what happened. Grenier and Denise were helping arrange a banquet at Castle Nevere. Then they were to collect the supplies and return here. What could they have seen that would cost them their lives? The banquet is just to welcome our royal guests to the island. The Ascendant Order, plundering Steadfast supplies and killing our retainers. Damn. It was brave of Grenier to try to fight back, but foolish. The supplies weren't worth their lives. So Lady Arabelle informed me. I hesitate to accuse anyone, but perhaps you should join me at Castle Nevere. All the nobles of High Isle will be there, and if my retainers did see something at the castle, perhaps you can determine what that was. Duchess Elea of House Dufort is hosting the banquet. She's decided to go ahead and throw the party, even though our guests of honor are still missing. Go to Castle Nevere's courtyard. Introduce yourself when you arrive. Be discreet, please. My family has always believed that wealth is meant to foster good works. When the three alliances went to war, I made the decision to do whatever I could to help common folk caught in their violent wake. So I started the Society of the Steadfast. We're not a religious organization per se, but we do take inspiration from the teachings of Standar. We establish healing centers and other works to show compassion and mercy to those touched by this terrible war, soldiers and commoners both. We're a small society that mostly works near the battlefields of Cyrodiil. I did turn a portion of my estate on High Isle into a healing center. We bring the badly wounded here to recuperate. The peace talks naturally grew out of our other efforts. Duchess Elea wants to project confidence, especially in light of the current situation. Rumors travel swiftly in the archipelago. The people need to believe we have things under control. I expected to pay a ransom and have the delegates back by now. Ridiculous. No one opposes peace. It's just that some of the nobles questioned if this were the right time and place. Duchess Elea, for example, didn't want to bring the mainland's troubles to High Isle, not without hope our efforts would bear fruit. Count Leonard of House Mornard enjoys brisk profits by supplying all sides in the war. He doesn't want that to end too abruptly, especially not in a way that makes Elea and House Dufort look good. He detests that she decided to host the talks. Rivals and partners. House Mornard built its wealth on trade. They rely on House Dufort ships to carry their goods. But the two families have long vied with each other for primacy. The Mornards resent the fact that the Duforts rule High Isle.
It's a shame the Ascendant Order got to Lord Baccaro's retainers before you could. What could they have seen that warranted their deaths? Perhaps we'll learn more at Castle Nevere, although I'm certainly not in the mood for a party. And our missing guests of honor will no doubt be the main topic of discussion. This is a chance to listen, as well as ask questions. Make sure you speak to Elea Dufort, Demar Dufort, and John Menard. They'll be the most important nobles present. Until we know more, I suspect everybody. But if any of the nobles are funding the Ascendant Order, I think it likely that it's one of the grand families of High Isle. That means House Dufort or House Menard. Either way, we'll know more soon. Elea is the Duchess of House Dufort, and nominal ruler of High Isle. Demard is her brother and a count. John Menard is the highest-ranking noble of House Menard, currently on High Isle. He's Count Leonard's cousin, representing house interests here.